I just wanted to pull my hair out and say, what the heck? It's been a while since I updated you on the Millie's remodel house, but I'm back and excited to show you one of my favorite before and after rooms. It's the main bathroom, and I can't wait to show you how I remodeled the bathroom. But first, I'm pulling on some protective gear because we'll be diving headfirst into demolition, and this bathroom has a host of issues to contend with, including mold, rodents' nests, rotting floors, and possibly some lead paint. Gotta just take the trim off of this window because I want to measure what my rough opening is. I can guesstimate, but I'd rather be accurate since the exterior is brick and I don't want to have to chisel brick. I'm spraying the trim with water to prevent any dust from becoming airborne if there's lead paint present. Once I get the interior casing off, I can measure the original rough opening to order my new waterproof vinyl window. And I can't wait because a wood window has no business inside the shower.
I'm in the demo room. I'm pretty much done. I have like just the floor to demo, but I want to show you something, guys, that I don't like. So I'm going to show you what I got going here. Besides one ginormous hole in the floor, I also have a ginormous bird or animal nest in the wall. So get ready to take that out, and then I'm going to clean up for the day. You guys know I'm a total DIYer. But when it comes to doing a tub refinishing job, I will hire a professional every day. Look at that. Ridiculous. So I gotta pay someone to come and refinish this, but they also have to chip off all the old paint. That's where the toilet was. I can't believe it didn't fall through the floor. This was all totally rotted out, but now I gotta go ahead and chip up all this tile. Oh well, I'm making progress. Anyway, I also need to go ahead and cut, there's some rotten wood out in there. I need to cut that out just so that it's not inviting termites and pests and all that kind of good stuff.
I made a lot of progress on demolition. No more tile or down the subfloor. On this wall, I need to kill any mold that's there. Then I can clean it off with a special mold inhibitor and cleaner. I'll link to the products I use in the description below this video. And the floor will need to be patched and leveled before I can start building back. My plumber should be here tomorrow to run new plumbing lines. All the existing lines you see here, they all had leaks and major corrosion. Ultimately, I decided it was less expensive to replace the old tub than refinish it. While the tub was out, we installed a new window. I've added a link to the video where you can watch us installing the window up above. Right now I'm installing Schluter KerdiBoard, which is a lightweight, rigid foam material that is waterproof. The wall studs on this wall of the shower were a bit wavy, so I'm adding mortar onto the studs and then I'll press the board into the mortar. This process is called wet shimming and it's a great alternative to reframing. The KerdiBoard is secured to the studs using KerdiBoard screws and washers. Each one of these penetrations are waterproof by using KerdiBand squares and thin-set mortar to seal each screw head. To waterproof the bottom of the shower walls, a thick layer of KerdiFix is run along the edge where the KerdiBoard and the tub meet. Then mortar is applied to the KerdiBoard and KerdiBand is secured over the seam. You can see more details about using KerdiBand to waterproof any room in the video I'm linking above. Hey, so I want to talk to you a little bit about this window that's in the shower at the Millie's remodel. And when I first purchased the house, it was a wood window this big, and I decided that's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and replace it with a PVC window so it'll be waterproof and I won't have to worry about any wood rot. Well, unfortunately, when the window arrived, the exterior was PVC, this was PVC, but the interior was wood. Ugh. I just wanted to pull my hair out and say, what the heck? I told you it's in the shower. It has to be waterproof. Well, we decided to install it because we already pulled the old window out and it broke, and anyway, one thing led to another, and I decided I will just make it work somehow. Well, here we are ready to get started with tiling, and I need to go ahead and waterproof this window. So I want to show you what I've been doing that I think is going to work beautifully and keep this window from ever having rot problems, keep water from running behind it, and all that bad stuff that can happen in a shower. So let me go ahead and show you what I've done to make this window work for inside the shower. So the first thing I did is I cut the existing jamb out of the window, and I replaced it with KerdiBoard, which is the same stuff that I used here on the shower. Then I went ahead and I installed KerdiBand to wrap it around here. Now what I'm going to do, I can go ahead and tile on this, but the problem is that I can't tile directly on this wood here. I can't put KerdiBoard on there. I'm going to paint a waterproof membrane on here that is hopefully going to give that waterproofing that I need. I'm using Aqua Defense, a paint-on waterproofing product to seal around the window edges. This should prevent any water or moisture from getting into the wood frame of the window. Following the directions, I applied a second coat of Aqua Defense to achieve a thicker waterproof membrane. And hey, if you have a better idea on how I could have dealt with this window issue, I'd love for you to leave me a comment below. I just cut the threshold piece, and now it's the windowsill, but let me tell you, that was the most nerve-wracking 15 minutes of my life, because if I screwed it up, I'd have to go buy another one. I wanted to do horizontal offset, I really did, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna work, because no matter what I do, there's always like a little bit of a sliver left over, and when you split it to try to center it on the wall, it's just a sliver. So, sounds like we might be doing horizontal stacked. We shall see. Frankly, I don't mind the look of horizontal stacked tile, like in this bathroom at the Saving Etta house. In this case, it will look nice with Millie's mid-century modern theme. Time to get tiling. I hired a tile setter to help speed up the installation of the tub surround. I always like working alongside my subcontractors because they teach me a new trick or two, or three. I'll have another video with one of those tricks soon. Mike and I are using leveling spacers, which essentially eliminate any lippage on the tile wall. To remove a small sliver of tile, a grinder works better than the scoring tile cutter. I really want to share with you these gloves. They may seem like regular rubber gloves, but these are the Harris Teeter Ultra Premium Vinyl, and they have this soft, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can tell, they have a soft fleece inside, so they actually are a lot more comfortable. They haven't gotten super sweaty. Anyway, I totally love these gloves. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them and keep them with my tile setting stuff. This is what I'm going to be using. I'm using Schluter's Profiles. So this guy sticks over the edge. I know it's really hard to see, but then when this tile goes there, it'll have a nice finished edge. I'm going to explain this to you. So the two profiles will run up, one on the inside and one on the outside. They'll run along here and then down here, and they'll meet up with this window sill. Then I also have other profiles that will go in the corners along the tub deck, and then you can see I have one here. And the beauty of this is that if I do all that, I won't have to worry about re-caulking every year, couple years, or whatever. So that's what all these are. These are all Schluter Profiles. This is a closer look at that quadeck. It's just squared on the end, and then you can put, let's see if I can show you, there are caps that go in it. You can see that little square up there in the corner. Anyway, I'm liking it, but I will reserve my final opinion for after I do the grout, and then also probably put a line of silicone caulk along all the seams and everything. But otherwise, it's looking good. You think? Almost there, almost there. Dramatic reveal. Da-da-da! I'm so happy with how this turned out. One thing I didn't mention earlier is that the profile that I chose, it's in the grayish, the Schluter grayish, and it's a really, really close match to the Maypie pewter. That's why I chose it, because I'll use the pewter grout and then it'll look fantastic. The shower is done. I can't sing, but anyway, this right here is caulking that matches the grout. That's the grout. So he went ahead and put the matching caulk all around, although we went with a white at the top, but all around the seams, the edges. He did such a good job. So that's done. Oh, and my plumber came today, who I just found out's now on Instagram, but I don't know what his handle is. Anyway, he installed the toilet, so we now have 2 toilets in the house, and I might have to claim this as the girls' room, and the other one will be the boys' room. Not sure yet. Anyway, it's been several months since I finished tiling around that tub and shower surround at Millie's remodel. And I want to be totally upfront and frank with you, because I did have an issue with the tiles around the window. There was a slight hairline crack that went vertically on both sides. I'm not exactly 100% sure what caused it, but I think I have an idea. And so that's why I'm going to share this with you, so that the same thing doesn't happen to you. I've discussed this issue with a few of my tile setter friends, and the consensus was that I probably needed to leave more of a gap between the tiles and the profile. What you see here is about 1/8 of an inch, but I probably should have doubled that space. So live and learn. Besides that minor issue, I'm 99% happy with the tile layout in this tub shower area. And I'm even more thrilled that I'll never have to replace moldy or deteriorating caulk along the joints where the walls meet the tub. These profiles create a maintenance-free transition between the two. Wouldn't you love fewer home maintenance tasks? I know I would. Hey, if you let me know your least favorite maintenance task in the comment below, I'll try to find a time saver for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to click that like button below if you liked it. And hey, don't forget to click that subscribe button up there, and you'll never miss another DIY video tutorial from Pretty Handy Girl again. Speaking of not missing anything, I'm on all these social channels. Come find me at Pretty Handy Girl.